Alf button has been hit. The
Oh,
Alf button has been hit.
so it
We
looks
are
like we're live.
live in the flesh. Tonight, we're going to have Daniel Miracle Man Jacobs facing Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That's what the bout is going to be like tonight. And we'll wait a few minutes before we dig into it just to see if anybody's going to come on in.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Just to see, just to see, just to see.
Indeed, indeed, man.
Yeah, I had somebody comment on the upload I did for Sunday Sayas, the fight man. And
Right,
he said it all in Spanish, like, if you would sound like a prieto, blah, 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 you shouldn't have talked, blah, blah. They don't understand I had to talk over that. I had to put commentary over that. Otherwise, they wouldn't allow me to even use
right,
the clip. You know what I mean?
right,
They don't, man, I didn't even bother to really reply to him because he doesn't understand. You know what I mean?
right.
But, I didn't even bother to.
Oh, sorry
Oh, we
about
got
that.
it.
That's you. No, I was on my phone checking out the stream, make sure it went live.
So yeah,
Sorry.
we got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. against Daniel Miracle Man Jacobs. Man, I guess I don't know, man. I'll get your thoughts on it, and then I'll go and spill my beans.
I don't know. Last time I remember Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fighting was when he fought Sergio Martinez, and Sergio was giving him a boxing clinic, and Sergio is more of a puncher fighter than a slick boxer. You know what I'm saying? Sergio is kind of like a poor man's version of Roy Jones Jr. I
Mhm.
think Jacobs is a way more polished fighter than Sergio Martinez was. And but that being said, on the final round, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. caught Martinez and almost KO'd his butt. Which speaks to the fact that Cesar Chavez has power. But man, it's been a long time since I've actually seen him in a meaningful fight. So there's a lot of questions that you're asking. What's his conditioning like? What's his mental game like? Is he going to look for that one punch knockout? What happens if he gets behind? If Jacobs outboxes him, which I think in coming into this fight, Jacob is the more active fighter. I think he has a better chance of winning the fight, and I think it'll be a split decision, maybe, if not a decision, full across the board for Jacobs. I do give Cesar Chavez that puncher's chance, that you got to give pretty much any boxer that has ever shown any kind of power. But that's the last time. When was the last time you remember anything about, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Well, the thing with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is he was looking promising, man, and looked like he was going to follow in his father's footsteps just fine, man. But he got into some drugs and that fast lifestyle, and that's when everything went downhill, man. It went downhill like really, really bad. But he seems to be clean already, and he did come in overweight, 5 pounds. The fight was actually the what's it called? That the
Catch weight.
attorney had to go in
Oh,
there and do his job, man, in order to keep this fight going. Now he is going to lose $1 million out of the $3 million that he's going to get because Daniel Jacobs wanted to go ahead and let the fight go on. So, and Julio Cesar Chavez agreed. Okay, we'll have it go on, and if they let me fight, then I'll pay that $1 million penalty. Um, Even though he was 5 pounds over, I think that's just a natural way for him now at his age. I don't think there's going to be a pushover for Daniel Jacobs, man. I don't.
no, but I still think that might be the more polished of the two. I mean, I get it. Cesar Chavez has the pedigree. I mean, excuse me, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. because Cesar Chavez Sr. definitely had the pedigree, but Jr.
What's
definitely
going
has
on?
the pedigree, and I
Hashman
think that
Boxers in the house.
what's going on. Let's see. He said he knew Chavez was going to miss weight. He looked big in his workouts and interviews prior to the fight. You know,
But it looks like his natural weight. It doesn't look like he was like sloppy about it. I don't know. I could be wrong because I mean he did have a history of doing dumb stuff, and living that fast life. But this time around, I think that's just a natural way for him at this age that he's in right now. I
right.
still favor Daniel Jacobs.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you. I'm thinking split decision. I'm kind of teetering, on it a little bit. I'm thinking he gets a split decision win, um, because Cesar Chavez Jr. is a durable fighter, man. It's hard to put him down.
They're
So
both durable.
and
They're both durable, but you got to keep in mind too that this is the other little kicker that that's Daniel Jacobs' first time in that weight class. He went up a weight class for this fight.
that is going to be interesting. And he's already going up in weight, and he's -5 pounds on the scale. Plus,
Correct.
plus rehydration. I think Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. puts on another 10 pounds easily.
Right. Probably so easily. I said I still favor Daniel Jacobs, but I'm picking Daniel Jacobs, but I would not be shocked if Chavez Jr. pulls the upset off.
Daniel Jacobs will stop it in the 8th round. He has no chance of winning this fight. I don't know. That's an interesting. I just think that when was the last time Chavez was knocked out?
Well, he's got a right to feel that way because Chavez Jr. hasn't been disciplined, But I'm saying if which Chavez Jr. is going to show up to fight, that's what I don't know, and that's what we don't know.
Yeah,
If the real Chavez Jr. comes to fight, it's not going to be a knockout. But if the dumb Chavez Jr. comes in, he's going to be out in the 8th, probably less, like Hashman Boxing saying. That I mean, he was he disciplined enough going into this fight? That's a big question to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, time will tell. Time will tell. That's what's the beauty of this game in boxing, right? That one punch changes the whole outcome. What Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely see what's gonna happen,
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, he's already -5 pounds, and plus the rehydration weight. I think that'll give Chavez Jr. about a 10 to 15 pound weight advantage.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't like the undercard too much. You got Hilario con Rosales. It'll probably be an interesting fight, but it's not like a major fight. You know what I mean? Then you got Maurice Hooker against Perez, and I don't know, man. Like I see where the zone's going with it, and I see that they're gonna eventually get some good fights going in there, but that undercard is not that strong to me. I mean, they're good fighters. I'm not trying to throw them in the garbage like they're bums, but it's not the kind of undercard I like to see. Like, let's say, for example, the Earl Spence Jr. undercard when he fought Porter, man, that was an amazing undercard with Benavidez on there and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was definitely a good fight.
Yeah, it was a loaded undercard, and this fight tonight, man, is I'm gonna watch everything because I'm a boxing fanatic, and I think those fights are gonna be entertaining. I just don't think they're that big of an undercard, but everybody's only going to be tuning in for Daniel Jacobs and Chavez Jr. And even that main event ain't even that big of a fight. That's what I mean. That's not even that big of a fight to me.
Yeah. All it is it's basically is a testing the water. Is Chavez back, or is Jacobs ready for the next step? This is a gateway fight.
And can Jacobs fight at that weight class? He claims that he feels better and that he feels more natural at that weight class, and that's a weight class he can do a lot of damage in because he didn't have to starve himself or none of that. We will see. Like I said, man, when they get in the ring, we will see because there's 2 question marks going in. Is that weight good for Jacobs, and is Chavez Jr. come in disciplined or not? Those are the 2 major questions I have going into that fight.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting, and flip side to that coin is if Chavez loses his fight, does he ever get another fight again?
I mean, he'll probably fight again, but it won't be like no major fight. He'll probably have to work his way back up, like take some of these, what do they call those? With them up and coming people are coming, the prospects are coming up. Hey, let him fight Chavez Jr. If he can pass that, then boom. But
Yeah,
if
he's gonna
Chavez
be a
Jr. starts winning those and starts, creating some buzz again, then he can eventually get another major fight. But he's got to be disciplined. If he's not disciplined, he's not gonna get there ever again.
Yeah. So basically what they're gonna make if Chavez Chavez will be a gatekeeper for the big fights, then that's what you're saying.
Pretty
Like,
much.
hey, like
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
yeah,
depending on how this fight tonight goes, obviously.
yeah. Well, like I said, it should be interesting. I don't I'm kind of waiting now. You said that the fights should be starting by hour or so, your time.
Actually, let me see what the schedule says here. 7 p.m. Eastern time, I believe the undercard will start. That's why I wanted to go ahead and do this now. That way I wouldn't interfere with the undercard. 7 p.m. So that's what's that? 4 more hours, or 3.5 more hours.
Okay. Yeah, because
Three and a half more hours.
here in the West Coast, it's just lunchtime.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
You know.
lunchtime. I'm sitting here chilling with kind of local sports, man.
Yo.
Yeah, no.
Got a lot of Puerto Rican prospects out. We're gonna go a little bit away from the main event here, man. But man, we got a lot of Puerto Ricans, man. That in 2020, man. Oh my goodness,
Yeah, I see
I see a couple of champions, man. Two, maybe three champions in 2020.
yeah, you've been covering a lot of them in your channel, man. I've been keeping up, watching.
There's a lot many more, man. You got Machado, but Machado, he's got to come back, and I haven't did one on him, but that's because I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna come back from all that adversity and all that junk he went through. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but there's a couple more, man. Like I said, I try to hold back on some of them because look, if they're going through some adversity at the moment, I really don't want to, speak bad on them.
Right.
And I don't understand some of the Puerto Ricans that are Puerto Rican like us. And what up there, man? Marcus Givens, man. That man always shows love, man.
Marcus Givens always shows up, man.
I just want to know Marcus Givens, man. Look, Danny Jacobs against Chavez Jr. tonight. Who do you got?
Like I said,
man, they took my music away, man. They took my intro music away, man. It went with my name, man.
They did take your music away, man.
They were nice about it, though. At least they directly contacted me.
Right.
It was like, man, I'm gonna give you a strike if you do this and do that. I'm like, all right, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna do it right now. Boom,
Yeah. That was pretty cool of them, man.
Yeah.
Because
the other option was you can leave it and use it, but when you get monetized, we're getting a piece of that.
Yep.
That was the other option. I'm like, man, I'm not even close to being monetized, so I just switched the music up. This music I got permission for, and there's no like I use this VidQ Vision, and it tells me,
right.
And so I'm like, hey man, I check my music through there, and if it's good, it'll tell me it's good. And the one I'm using has always been good, so I'm just gonna keep that. And the original one I had was good until I guess I don't know. I guess they changed their mind. I don't know. Marcus, man, they took my thing, man. But yeah, man. But we got a lot of Puerto Rican prospects, man. Like I said, at first, Edgar Berlanga, I was like a little critical with, not on his fighting, just I didn't want him to get, like too talkative, like too much guille, you know what I mean?
Right.
I wanted him to be a little more grounded, because his fight speaks for himself, man. And he kind of actually toned it down a lot, so and also adapted to it too. So I'm really, really, happy with Edgar Berlanga now too. I know we're off topic, but look, that's the way the stream is, you know what I mean?
Right.
And we're not gonna stay on here long, man. I just wanted to, give a little pre-fight prediction. We're gonna have to make you a special track, then watch everyone flock to use yours. Man, Marcus Ventura, I can actually make my own track. I used to rap and all that, man. Like back, when I was younger though, man. You know what I'm saying? I was younger, man. Oh, yeah, twisted, man. I do that. I used to do that.
Yeah. So speaking of something off topic, uh, so I was reading on ESPN, and they were like, which fighters define the decade in boxing from 2010 to 2019?
2010 to 2019.
Yeah.
Man, look, as much as I don't even like him, and it's not about like, man, you got to give it up to Canelo, man.
Yeah. So that's
I
so
can't
they
even argue with that.
Canelo's been doing the most work this year, this
Yeah,
decade for sure.
yeah. You can make a case for Pacquiao, Canelo.
Did
As
they
much
even
as I
mention
love
him?
Spence Jr., I can't put Spence Jr. in that yet because he recently got the good fights. Like he wasn't being able to get the great fights. Initially. This was recent. We're talking about the whole decade. So maybe next year we can put Spence Jr. in that, depending on how he comes back from that
Car accident.
automobile accident. Yeah, man. I lost a lot of respect for him, man. Like I love that dude as a boxer, man. But when you do drive while you're under the influence, man, I'm sorry, man. I can't respect it no matter how much I love your game. Well, because you could have hurt somebody. You could have killed a child. Anything could have been, you know what I mean? He could have
Yeah.
lost his own life.
So check it out. From 2010 to 2019, these are the people, according to ESPN, that Canelo has fought: Carlos Baldomir, Shane
Mm-hmm.
Musley, Floyd Mayweather, which he lost to, James Kirkland, which he won. That was an interesting fight for the whole 3 rounds.
Right.
Miguel Cotto, I think,
Drain Miguel Cotto.
which I think Miguel won that fight still, though. To be honest with you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Amir Khan, who's got a glass chin,
Yep.
but is still a
Which
good
was
caliber fighter.
Amir Khan was actually out boxing him until he got lights outed.
Yep. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who he beat on a unanimous decision, but
Yep.
didn't knock out. This is what I'm saying about Chavez Jr. being a durable fighter, man. And I'm not thinking that Jacobs can put him down.
I don't either.
Gennady Golovkin, which I think Golovkin won the first one and lost the second one, and Sergio Kovalev. Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know, man. I don't know what I think about Sergio Kovalev. That fight right there, man. Kovalev looked like he didn't even want to throw, man. But if he would have been wanted to throw, he could have hurt Canelo. In my opinion, I think he was scared to throw. I don't know why.
I don't know what happened in that fight either. That knockout was kind of weird. it
Yeah.
was it was a weird knockout, but
Well, the zone didn't like my opinion on that on the post fight, so they actually had my video blocked. Had partially blocked. It was open in the overseas, but they not here in the States. But whatever, man. I spoke my mind, and I don't care. That's what the
yeah.
way I felt about that fight is the way I felt about that fight. Setup. It smelled fishy.
Canelo isn't the biggest puncher, yeah, but
No, he's not.
he's he knocked out quite a few people, including Kovalev, who happened to be a very durable fighter.
No, but no. I can't. No, the Kovalev one, man, because Kovalev already got knocked out before that, man. Once you get knocked out once, their chin is never the same after that, in my opinion. I don't think he had a full Kovalev chin. You know what I mean?
And to Hashman Boxing's point, in the last decade, Canelo has only knocked out 1, 2, 3 people, 4 people.
Correct.
4 people in the last decade. So Hashman, big ups to you. You're correct. Not the biggest puncher, but still.
Who else they have on that list?
That's it. That's the whole list for Canelo. But let's go to Pacquiao's
Who else
list.
who they got on that list is the best for decade?
Manny Pacquiao is the next person they got on the list.
That makes sense.
And I'm going to give you the opponents starting from 2010, working up to 2019. Antonio Margarito. Antonio Margarito, which I really enjoyed that fight because Margarito got what he deserved for freaking cheating, using them doggone plastic gloves against Cotto.
Agreed.
Shane Mosley, another durable, tough fighter. That was a unanimous decision. Juan Manuel Marquez, he beat him. Majority decision. Okay, I don't want to count this as a loss, but they have it on the record as a loss. Timothy Bradley lost, split decision. Timothy Bradley did not beat Manny Pacquiao in none of those fights.
No. Timothy Bradley, man, look, got brain damage because he's talking like mad crazy. You see my 2 videos I made on
Oh
that,
yeah.
but anyway.
No, I mean that call out he made, like, come on, man. How are you gonna call out when you retired? That's the point you made.
My point, man, when Spence Jr. was your mandatory, Timothy Bradley all of a sudden retires. Come on, man. You didn't want that smoke, and now you're talking, man, he's riding, you know who, he's riding Bud Crawford's D. Man, I don't like that.
Amir Khan, Liam Smith, Rocky Fielding, and Angulo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So then they got Floyd Mayweather Jr., which he lost, and he lost that one. There's no way in hell anybody can dispute that. Timothy Bradley, the rematch, which he won. Lucas Mathies, which he technically knocked out in the 7th round, and Keith Thurman, which was a good fight towards the end, but at the beginning it was looking like Keith was the old guy and Pacquiao was a young guy.
Keith Thurman actually made a comeback in that fight. He made it close. He made it interesting, man.
Yeah, he made it
thought
really
he was gonna get whitewashed, man, but he actually, pulled it together, man. I mean, he lost fair and square, but man, he looked like he was starting to catch wind over there. Like it would have been back to the 15-round fights. I don't know, man.
All right, and the next person, actually the first person they had, and I skipped over him, which is the most obvious, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
We'll see, but Floyd Mayweather Jr. stopped fighting like a few years ago, so I can't put him in that list for this decade.
He stopped fighting in 2017, which means he's been inactive for 2 years.
Correct.
But he's beat some good guys. He beat Mosley or Victor Ortiz, Mr. Headbutt, Miguel Cotto, which was a much better fight than people give credit for. Tim Bradley talking mad-ish, but people need to remember that dude wasn't taking guys' O's. That dude was taking guys' O's and facing good competition back then. Yeah, Timothy Bradley was a good fighter. I give him that. He fought for some championships and whatnot, but just when he fought Pacquiao and Pacquiao got robbed, and then he acted like he really won the fight. When nobody in the right mind who saw that match would say, yeah, you know what, Tim, you're right. You won that fight. I don't know. I kind of lost something for him. I don't know.
Which that's not Tim's fault. All he could do is go in there and fight. But the point is, when Spence Jr. became his mandatory, he retired. Like, come on, man. But then you can't sit there and talk about a guy when you didn't even face him yourself.
Yeah.
So all you could do is go in there and box, man. That's like tomorrow night's fight with Harrison and Charlo. You can't blame Harrison. All he did was go in the ring and went in there and boxed. He's not the judge. I don't think he won the fight, but the judges did. So on paper, he's got that W. But all you could do is go in there and try to do your best and then let the judges, you don't judge the fight. You just go in there and try to fight.
That is true.
Although, Charlo's going to knock his ass out tomorrow. I'd really believe that. Or somebody's getting knocked out, man, because I believe they're going at it tomorrow. I really do. Yeah, I think they're going to go at it, man. Then again, I think once Harrison gets touched one time, man, he's going to start pedaling back and try to use his jab and stuff. That's another subject for tomorrow.
That's a subject for tomorrow. So what you thinking about this? Go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
So what you think about Tyson Fury switching trainers at
the last minute? I don't like it. If he did it immediately after the Deontay Wilder fight, that's plenty of time because he had 2 fights in between that. But to do it right here, right? Like we're in December and they're supposed to fight in February. I don't know, man. I don't think that's the kind of time that I think it's a mistake, but who knows? We'll see on February 26th, man, if it was a mistake or not. I think it's a mistake.
Yeah, the way I look at it is they're professionals, and Tyson should know what he needs to do. I'm only thinking that he switched trainers because maybe he just didn't like the strategy that the current trainer was trying to push. Maybe he thinks that it's not going to work against Wilder a second time. So maybe he thought he needed something fresh. I don't know how much they're going to bring, to the camp. It's going to be interesting. Now, Fury is a freaking he's a freak of nature, man. He's a super talented fighter. People might not like him, but the dude he's fast for 6'9", almost 300 pounds.
I actually like him, but I think he's gonna get knocked out.
Fighting Pacquiao and then fighting a young contender in Errol Spence didn't make sense for Bradley. I agree, he kind of sucked. We can say the same about Mayweather and Thurman.
Yeah, we could. Look, man, I'm not gonna sit here and defend Mayweather, man. He had a couple of fights he could have fought. He could have fought Amir Khan when Amir Khan was undefeated. That's one fighter. He could have fought. He had a chance to fight Sean Porter. He could have fought King Thurman. I'm not gonna defend Mayweather. You know, I like Mayweather, but I like what he brought to the table. But I'm not gonna defend him when he had more than 3 people that he could have faced and really put a stamp on his legacy. Because if he would have fought any of those 3 or all 3 of them, I don't think anybody would have argued about him being the greatest.
Yeah.
But he didn't, so he's not. Muhammad Ali still to me is the greatest.
Yeah, I don't know if Mayweather had but no, I take that back. I think Mayweather could have kept Porter off him because that pull right he throws is actually stronger than people give him credit for. And the thing with Porter,
but the problem is he didn't take the fight.
Yeah, I think he could have kept Porter off of him. Amir Khan is. Every single time I said someone's faster than Mayweather, Mayweather proved me wrong. I was gonna say Amir Khan might be a little bit faster than Mayweather.
But I think what would have happened with Amir Khan and Mayweather would have been the same thing that happened between Ricky Hatton and Mayweather, because Khan got the glass jaw.
Yeah,
that's how I see that. Now the Keith Thurman one, that's the one that gets interesting.
Yeah, that would definitely got interesting. Styles make fights. Yep. Pacquiao definitely at the beginning, at the first 6 rounds, made Thurman look old, even though Pacquiao was the older guy. Thurman adjusted and made it interesting. Problem is that Mayweather makes adjustments round by round.
He does, man. But the problem is, man, when you don't face these fighters now, then Mayweather would have beat Porter. I think Maidana was a tougher style to beat. Yeah, agreed. But he still should have fought him, man, just to keep the naysayers away, man. And I think he still should have fought Keith Thurman as well. I don't know what are your thoughts on that, Hashman Boxing? I think he should have fought Thurman.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Hashman, because the way that Porter comes in and the way Mayweather is slick, man. He doesn't fight your fight. Mayweather throws that Philly shell, right? Gives you an opening you think you could take, right? And then he waits for you to take it, and then he counters you with that quick pull. Well, I'm left-handed, so for me it's a left, but for Floyd it's that pull right. And then when he catches you coming in with that pull right, it's not only about, of course, Mayweather's power, but it's about your force coming forward, right? Or your force coming forward and his stop sign coming to meet you, which amplifies that impact. So that would have made Porter think about things. I mean, Canelo, same thing on the first fight with Canelo. Mayweather made Canelo think a lot about coming in.
Well, see, now that's the thing. Let me say something since you mentioned Canelo, man. Mayweather's power was underrated, man. Do you think if Mayweather hit like pillows, that Canelo would have stuck back the way he did after he got hit a few times?
Yeah. Well, I didn't say
something.
What pissed me was that he chose Berto instead of Thurman. I gave him the benefit of that because it was his last fight before retiring. Yeah, Andre Berto was an odd choice to me too.
Hey, I didn't like it either. He could have went out with a splash with Thurman.
Yeah, or Porter or Khan.
I think people were more leaning towards Thurman at that time. At that time, everybody was screaming for Thurman or Khan, and I just think he would have knocked Khan out. Khan just ain't got no jaw, man. You know what I'm saying?
So riddle me this, Hashman and kind of local. Pacquiao beat Thurman, and Mayweather beat Pacquiao. What are your thoughts?
They're 2 different fighters. 2 different fighters.
Well, I mean, let's take the common denominators. Marquez fought both Pacquiao and Mayweather. Mayweather dismantled. It makes Mayweather legacy better than Pacquiao beat Thurman. Yep.
Yeah, it does. But like the outcome of Thurman and Mayweather, it would have been a totally different fight. We would have been looking at though. It wouldn't have been the same boxing match we was watching with Pacquiao and Thurman fought.
Yeah, but
honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite. I would have picked Mayweather in that fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. The thing I was thinking about is I looked at the one common denominator, well, two common denominators. So I don't know, because now that makes me think. All right, Pacquiao and Mayweather both fought Cotto. Pacquiao destroyed Cotto. Mayweather took him, Mayweather fought a really good fight against Cotto, went the distance. Cotto, I think, won more rounds than he was given credit for. But Pacquiao had to, no, excuse me, not Pacquiao. Mayweather had to work hard in that fight. I see Mayweather make at least 3 adjustments in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Old Marcus with the eyes. What's up, Marcus?
And then if you take Marquez, which both Pacquiao and Mayweather fought, Marquez eventually knocked out Pacquiao and gave Pacquiao some hellacious fights, but Mayweather easily dismantled Marquez like it was nothing. So that was 2 common denominators. And then if you take Margarito, no, that was Cotto that fought Margarito and Pacquiao, so disregard that. But I mean, just taking those 2 as a sample size, what do you think?
I wonder if I could change the name of this feed. That's all right. We'll just keep it going. And Hashman said he picks Jacobs by KO in the 8th. That's what he said earlier, right?
That is indeed what he said. He said Jacob KO 8.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. I got split
man, I need to do a live feed with Hashman Boxing one day, man. Like, what's up, Hashman? We could do this now. I could join your live or you could join mine. It doesn't matter, man. I'm all love here, man. I just enjoy talking boxing, man.
Indeed, man. It would be cool to have a third person in here or, or whatever, One night, see, 2008, 2000 Pacquiao, I believe, was on something.
Yeah.
It was that shark's fin. It was shark fin, man.
On the screen? Does it show up on the screen?
It's boxing on the screen, yeah. Hashman said you don't mind doing it, man.
There you go, Hashman. There you go, your little, look at that.
Hashman said he don't mind doing the stream. That's cool, man. I mean, I say I've been telling my brother, that if we can get a round table of people, to talk about it, man, kind of like First Take or Undisputed, but for boxing and whatnot, I think it would be it would be so cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go to my YouTube and see if I can. I don't know if I can. Let me see. 1 second. Dang on it.
Right now I'm watching darts.
I'm trying to figure out how I can give him that link without everybody seeing it.
Oh.
Because I don't have his man, daggone it, hold on.
You can't message him on YouTube?
I don't see that option. Is there?
Not talking about like on his go to your YouTube page and see if you can message him.
Man, hold on. Let me go to his page. Go to channel. Home. I'm subscribed to him, but I don't have a message thing to him. You know what I mean?
Because you're not friends on YouTube.
Wait a minute. What you mean we're not? How do you do
that? I don't remember how to explain it, dude. It's craziness. Let me see if I can find it. YouTube.
I'll let you try to play with that, man.
YouTube. Hashman Boxing.
Oh, never mind. Here we go. I am going.
There you go.
Shit. Let me go to the other page now, because damn it. Okay. Hashman. Hold on. Invite. Gmail. Damn it. I can't even copy it and paste it from there, though. Let me see.
I got it, man. I can forward it from the Gmail you sent me.
Okay. You got it?
Yeah, I can send it to him. Hold on. Give me a second.
My brother going to send you that link. That'd be cool.
Let's see if I can forward it. And it says hashmanboxing@gmail.com. Let's see who we're going to send it to.
Might as well, man. Might as well bring them in for, a little bit, man. I mean, like I said, man, people misunderstand me, man. Like, I got a channel, man. Man, look, I'm not in competition with no channel, man. I love everybody. While everybody else is doing this fighting against each other, man, I'm like, man, love is the way to go. Love is the way to go, man.
All right, you should get one from me, hopefully soon. It should be therekan2002@gmail.com. Scroll down to where it says OG Stunner, and he says, "Here's your link," and just click on StreamYard. It's gonna take you to the StreamYard website. Nothing you have to download. Just log in. It'll bring you to the room. My brother will put you in. Just let us know if you got it. And yeah, man. I like having fun, man. To me, this is fun time, being able to stream, talk about whatever. Mostly art for me, but
I'm changing the name, Boxing Talk. Yeah, I'm changing it that way. They don't just. That way gives Hashman some time.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah, because I mean,
yeah, it should be interesting, man. I hope he got it.
I hope so too, man. Maybe he'll say something like that, Oh, Marcus keep trying to go away from me, man. I'm telling you, me and him gonna do a video together, man. I don't care. I'm gonna keep mentioning it to him until he that heavy right hand, man. Come on, man.
Heavy left.
See, I know you're a Hall of Famer and all that, man, but bro, you got to come, do the little video, what I'm saying? Boom, boom.
Yeah. Yeah, well, while we're waiting for him to come, Yeah, so Tyson Fury changes, going back to Crunk Gym. Very interesting in my opinion.
Now that Chavez throwing the one I did a video about, man, he's fighting on the 31st in Japan. That's gonna be a real tough fight because he's fighting on that man's home. And it falls on a Tuesday, if I ain't mistaken. Hold on, let me look at my calendar. Yeah, it falls on a Tuesday. It's a weird, odd date for a fight, but consider they are fighting in Japan.
Right.
And what else was I gonna say that I don't know, man. It's a weird date. Hashman, did you get the link? I don't know, man.
We'll see soon, man. I forwarded him the email, so
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Did I send it? Hashmanboxing@gmail.com. Did I spell it right?
Let me see. Hash. I'm gonna do it again anyway, just in case. Let's try that.
It does take a while for them to get on the StreamYard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, Chavez thrown, man. He's gonna be fighting. It's gonna fall on a Tuesday. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird, but man, I'm telling you, man. Though that you got Dominican Michael Rivera. He's also doing a lot of big things,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of Hispanics doing a lot, man. Shoot, he's down there in Miami, Florida, man. He's 17-0. He's got 11 knockouts.
Oh
I've been
yeah.
following his little career there for a little bit, man, and I like what I'm seeing out of him too. I mean, I'm trying to, mainly you focus on the Puerto Ricans, man, but hey, they're Hispanic, you know,
I man, it's definitely a different side,
yeah,
that
yeah.
people about.
And then,
So
like I said, Steven Torres, man, lives in Reading, Pennsylvania, man. I think he's gonna be a heavyweight to have to deal with.
right.
I wish you could post pics in this daggone thing so I could post a picture of him, but
You have a second screen?
huh?
You have a second screen?
No.
So who you trying to
Let me see. Let me see if I got.
who you trying to post a picture of?
Oh no, I got the picture. I just, you know,
If you do a share screen, you should be able to share that picture on your screen on here.
if I open the picture.
If open the picture and then go to share screen. If you share the screen and choose the picture the screen is on, it should pop it up. But you have to add the screen on the stream on
Yeah, yeah,
the.
yeah. Let me see. Let me see.
There you go. Now find the picture if you can. Minimize the studio and put the pic up.
Okay. Can you see it now?
I can see website. I can see us, but I can't see the picture. I still see
Hold,
us.
hold on. Let me try to do it again. Let me try to. Oh shit! I was trying to split the screen itself, like make the.
Oh no, you gotta. I
Hold
don't
on.
know. You can send me the link of the picture on the private chat, and I can share my screen, and you can see it that way.
Hold on, man. It's. Sharon, let me. Boom.
There you go.
That's him.
There you go.
But I'm gonna stop sharing it. That way I can, get back to this.
Right.
And I believe Hash
Oh,
Man Boxing is in the
Yep.
house.
what's going
What's
on,
up, guys? How
brother?
you guys doing?
Oh man, good in
I'm good, bro. How
yourself.
you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah,
Doing
I'm good. I'm
good.
good. I'm good. Yeah. Can you guys hear the accent? Or
Yeah, I can hear the
English accent?
accent.
Yeah, yeah.
Where you
From
from?
London.
Yeah,
London,
that's what I
Oh,
London.
figured.
okay.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I gotta give it to you guys over there in London, man. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
know boxing, man, for sure.
100%, man. Thank you.
Like I watch the Sky what is it, Sky Sports? Sky
Yeah, Sky Sports.
Box?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when I watched the boxing matches through Sky Sports, whenever I can get, the interwebs to help me out, I'm always amazed, man, at how insightful their analysts are, man. I'm like, I kind of enjoy them more than I do Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley and some of the
Yeah.
guys that they got going over here, man. I think there's a lot of knowledge over there that people
Yeah,
people
yeah.
sleep on.
100%. There's a few, knowledgeable guys, but there's obviously there's some guys that are a bit biased than others, but
That's
it comes with the
everywhere.
territory.
That's everywhere.
Yeah,
We
it's
got him
true.
here too.
That's everywhere. 100%.
Yeah, man. So what do you think? Since you're from over there, what do you think about Fury changing trainers at the last minute?
It's not the thing about Fury. I think Fury's I don't think Fury's gonna get better, if you know what I mean. I think
Right.
Fury's Fury. He's got a defensive style, and that's how he fights in all his most of his fights. I don't think anyone's gonna teach him how to do this and that. I just think I don't think it's gonna affect him too much. I think Fury is his own man. I think I don't think the change is gonna be that bad, but he's 30. I think he's 30 years old. So he's at a stage in his career where he's probably got his knowledge in boxing and he can implement his style in beating Wilder what he did in the first fight. So I don't really pay much attention to him to switching trainers. I think it's all right.
Actually, man, I know. Look, I like Fury a lot, but man, I know you're from over there, but I think he's gonna lose to Wilder the second fight.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah,
I think Fury's gonna lose as well. I think Wilder's gonna win.
Yeah, I think Fury's best chance to win would have been in the first fight, which he was doing brilliantly till till he felt that power. That knockdown really cost him the fight. But the way he got up from that knockdown is still something. It's crazy, dude. I've never seen anything like it.
The only thing I worry about is I think the reason I think Fury might win or he might have a chance is in the Ortiz fight. I saw Wilder being extremely patient with Ortiz. He was really patient and he just waited for the right time and he landed a shot in the 7th round. If he's patient with Fury in the first fight and he's very patient and he doesn't press the action or land any significant shots, he'll be down on the scorecards. And if he gets a knockdown and he gets up, it might be the same situation where Fury might get the decision.
Yeah, I think there's a power difference between Ortiz and Fury, though, and I think that maybe that might have been contributing to the fact that Fury was a little bit more cautious because Ortiz did have Fury hurt in the first fight.
Wilder.
Excuse me, Wilder. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think there's a power discrepancy between Fury and Ortiz, and I think that Wilder adjusted the fight based on that. So I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think it's going to be different. I think Fury will be more active and more aggressive towards Fury because I think he wants this to be an emphatic win. But that's why they fight the fight, man. We could say whatever we want to all day long, right?
Well, all three of us have a different take on this because my take on it is that Wilder's actually getting better, and that's why he is actually showing more patience and his shots are actually getting cleaner. Is he still an ugly technical fighter? Yes, but it has improved, and I believe he's just implementing that little by little. He's learning on the job. Remember, he didn't have no big amateur career, none of that. He's learning on the job.
That is a good point.
He started boxing at 19, I think, or 20.
Yeah.
He still made it to the Olympics. Still won a bronze medal.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, the two heavyweight champions currently started boxing late.
Yeah.
But with the heavyweight division, the heavyweight division is the quintessential one punch can end the fight division.
Yeah.
So it's like Wilder can erase a whole deficit like he did against Fury. Like to me, he lost pretty much. He was losing the fight, all the way up to those 2 knockdowns. You know
what caused him to draw? That not that Fury got knocked down once. He got knocked down twice.
Yeah,
that hurt his chances of winning that decision.
Yeah, and also if you give Wilder another 2 rounds in the fight, where it was kind of close in the beginning, he might took one or two of those. So I can see how a draw was, but I think Fury won the fight, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I was actually okay with the draw because I'm like, man, look, he got knocked down twice, and Wilder didn't do enough. So when you get knocked down twice and you didn't do this, you know what? Call it a draw. Let's bring it back.
Yeah,
more money.
I wasn't
more money.
Yeah, I wasn't upset with the decision, but in my personal opinion, I thought that Fury eked it out. I mean, it might have been like 1 point. Like, I don't think he won by like a super wide margin because those 2 knockdowns make it 10-8. So that kind of like erased 4 rounds.
Yeah,
that's 4 rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And if he wins another 2 rounds in a fight, that's a draw. That's 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you erase 4 rounds with those 2 knockdowns. You just erase a great deficit. That's like, that's amazing. And that's why boxing is. Mm-hmm.
Hashman, did you see the clause that they put in there though? It will fight again in 2020, no matter what happens in this fight.
Yeah, there's gonna be a trilogy.
Yeah.
But do you think there's really gonna be a trilogy? I think if Wilder wins, it's over. I think there's no trilogy if Wilder wins.
He has to give him the fight, though. It's in contract.
It depends. Like, depends what type of fight. If it's a devastating 2-3 round knockout, or if it's a close fight, or it could be like the 9th round, 10th round, Fury's winning every round, he's looking good, and then boom. You know what I mean?
But see, the thing about it is, if Tyson Fury gets knocked out, it's gonna be up to Tyson Fury, not Wilder.
Yeah.
And Tyson Fury is crazy enough to say, "Shit, we're gonna fight a third time."
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's crazy,
He's
but
crazy.
but the thing is this. I think that clause is more there. I think it's just to cover your butt clause. I think if Fury wins, then they'll run it back because you got to get the rubber stamp. I think if Wilder wins, and he wins by knockout, I think it's a done deal.
Knockout?
I think it's a done deal. I don't think they'll fight again because there's nothing to prove because you're already up 2-1.
But it ain't gonna be up to Wilder. That's my point. It's not gonna be up to Wilder.
It's in a contract. It's in a contract. So if
it's not gonna be up to Wilder.
Yeah, if Wilder loses, he can trigger his contract. If Fury wins, you know what I mean? They can both trigger the contract.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They both have to be in agreement, and I just don't think that Fury will fight him a third time.
In agreement. The loser can trigger it, and this is a wrap.
Yeah, well, that's
you know. You know what's funny? I think if Fury wins, I don't think he wants to fight Wilder again. I think he's gonna try to get out of the contract.
Yeah,
he will try. Too. I believe so too.
He'll try. Yeah.
Well, I agree with you. That's what I'm, and listen to what I'm saying. You just said if Fury wins, you will try to get out of fighting Wilder. If Fury loses, there's no incentive to fight Wilder again. That's what I'm saying. If Wilder wins by knockout, I don't think there's gonna be a trilogy. If Fury wins, there has to be a trilogy because we're not talking about Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao where there was no one else to fight, so they fought 4 times. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about there's still Joshua out there. You know what I'm saying?
What annoys me about Wilder is a lot of people don't talk about this. Is when AJ was scheduled to fight Ruiz the first time, Wilder announced that he would be fighting Ortiz 2 days before the fight. So what happened was he announced that he was going to fight Ortiz, and then the announcement didn't take until September. So it took another 3 months until the announcement was official. So it's when AJ's got to fight, Wilder's got to fight. When Joshua's got to fight, Wilder's got to fight. And a lot of people talk about ducking and all this stuff. They're both doing the same. You know what I mean? I think it's a 50-50.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's ducking anybody though. They're not scared of each
I don't
other.
think it's the same. They're doing the same 50-50. I don't see
they just eventually I would love to see an undisputed heavyweight champ.
Me too, but now you got Usyk in the mix now too.
Nah. Sorry.
No?
Nah.
But here's the thing, right? If I were these guys that are holding the belt, if I were one of these belt holders, I would want to unify. I didn't dispute. You don't want another repeat of Joshua fighting someone like Usyk getting knocked out. Now, like Joshua and I got 2 losses. You know what I'm saying?
Fury. No, I mean Usyk's not a puncher. Like
no, he's not.
And he wasn't the biggest puncher at cruiserweight. I don't think it's gonna relate to him at heavyweight against bigger guys.
Yeah,
I don't think so either.
So, you know, I won't say like Spencer or Garcia. That's a bit too wild. But I think Josh will win quite comfortably. I think he will box him from distance.
Yeah.
And Fury. And the thing about Usyk, what people forget about is Usyk's got good footwork, but his defense isn't the best. He gets hit a lot. Even in his last fight against Witherspoon.
You know, I made a video when Usyk first came to heavyweight. It's probably an old video in my timeline, but I said the same thing. Usyk is not ready for Wilder. He's not ready for Joshua. He's not ready for Ruiz. Even Ruiz, he's not even ready for.
He gets hit too much, man.
Yes. I don't know if you saw the video, but I did make one that said that.
Hey, so you think Joshua will ever fight Ortiz?
No.
What's the point? I don't get it. He's a low risk, high, like, you know what I mean? Like high risk, low reward. Like
correct. And he's already got 2 losses.
Listen, he's got knocked out twice. A lot of people are gonna not demand for the fight. And if Joshua wins, a lot of people he got knocked out twice already. He's an old man. And if he beats Joshua, a lot of people will be like, Josh was a fraud. Like again, like, you know what I mean? And
See,
then
and
a
that's
lot of people can say, yeah,
the point I'm saying. If I were these title belt holders, I would. This is my top priority would be before an up and comer upsets the balance of getting the big money. Be undisputed. Go after the other belt holders because the people are coming, and you don't want to lose that belt before you get a chance to get unified, man.
That money, man. That's why there's nobody scared of
yeah,
nobody. They're trying to milk it
No,
and try to
no,
get that money.
I'm not
and yeah,
saying
yeah.
scared. I'm just saying before another Ruiz situation happens,
You know
right?
what? You know what? You know what? I don't think that's gonna happen to Joshua again. Shall I tell you why?
Because
Ortiz,
He learned his lesson.
Ruiz, no. It might happen in the future, but Pulev, he's mandatory. So Usyk and Pulev, he might fight them two next. I don't think they're capable of doing what Ruiz did. And if AJ hurts them, I think he'll get them out because the thing about Ruiz is he's got a granite chin for one. He's very small, so it's hard to hit him when he's cut when he's hurt. So he can throw hooks and he can go underneath the hook and come back. And he's a combination puncher. If you hit Ruiz, he will hit you 3 times back. Pulev
Yeah.
and Usyk don't do that. If Usyk's hurt, he'll run around. If Pulev's hurt, AJ will get him out. He's too robotic. So I don't.
Mm-mm-mm.
Those two fights, I don't see them beating AJ because I think AJ will knock both of them out. Against Ruiz, it's very different. It's very difficult to knock someone like Ruiz out. You gotta hit him
Right,
with
right.
one shot. You can't load up against Ruiz. I saw there was a couple of times in the fight where AJ got a little bit too greedy. He got a bit too happy, and he got caught in the back of the head, and he got stunned a bit in the second fight. So I don't see him losing to those two.
Well, I said that I think Anthony Joshua learned his lesson, man, because he didn't look hungry coming into that first fight. Now, after he suffered that, man, he's so much more disciplined right now. I think he's actually a better fighter for it now.
100%, yeah.
And that's the thing, right? That's what separates. There's a cute girl throwing darts in the zone, man. That's what separates champions. I got sidetracked. That's what separates champions from the rest, right? The ability to learn from your losses, come back,
Yeah.
win those fights, be in those wars, build your legacy. Now it sounds like a Rocky movie.
But that's gonna make that Wilder and Joshua fight probably late 2020, early 2021 that much bigger because I don't see it happening earlier than that.
I think it's gonna happen. I think
it's gonna happen too.
Summer, next 2021 summer.
I just hope the hype doesn't die down by the time it gets happening. You know what I mean?
I don't think
You know
it
what's
will. I
crazy
don't
about
see
that fight?
anyone losing.
You know what's crazy about that fight? That's a fight we have to see. It doesn't matter. We have to see that fight. It's like Pacquiao versus Mayweather. We was
Yes,
never
you have
gonna.
to see it.
We was always. It was about time. We was always gonna see that fight. The demand, the fight was so high that we have to see the fight. And I think AJ versus Wilder will happen, but it won't happen when we want it. It will happen when they want it.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's fine as long as long as it happens.
And the good thing is age won't play a part because
they're both
they're
young.
both around the same. They're both young for heavyweights as well, and they both haven't. I would say, but age has shown weaknesses, but I haven't seen Wilder slowing down or showing age. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But they're both still champions. So
Yeah,
it's a
the
good
thing
fight.
with Wilder, man, the Wilder has that incredible eraser, man. That's what I call him, the incredible eraser, man. Like he could look bad 10 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, one shot.
Well, there's gonna be another major player in the heavyweight in about another year and a half by the name of Steven Torres. I say in about another year and a half to 2 years, there's gonna be a problem in the heavyweight with that guy.
You guys familiar with Daniel Dubois?
Yes.
Yeah, he's me and him have the same trainer.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've seen him train and spar a lot of times. So I've seen how he fights. So I'm telling you, Daniel Dubois is a major player in the heavyweight division in a year or two. He's only 22, so he's got a couple years.
Steven, hey, Hashman, remember I told you the name Steven Torres because a lot of people don't even know who he is. Give him 2 years, and I bet you he's gonna be out there.
Where's he from?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, Puerto Rico, Boricua.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys?
There's not that many Puerto Ricans in the heavyweight division. But
wait, who's the last one? Was it Ruiz? John Ruiz?
John Ruiz.
Yeah, but this is, man, they're night and day the way they fight. Night and day. That's I didn't see John Reeves as being somebody that was going to be a major player.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, he won the belt, but then he lost to Roy Jones, which was kind of embarrassing. Even though Roy Jones was
he's like a 3-time world champion, isn't it? John Ruiz.
Mm-hmm.
He's won the belt a couple times.
Yeah. But listen to Roy Jones being the bigger fighter and the stronger fighter. I don't know what happened there, man. I mean, I know Roy Jones is a phenomenal athlete, but going up to heavyweight, I just think that the outcome should have been different. But I mean, I'm not taking anything from Roy Jones. He's an amazing, phenomenal fighter.
And the thing is, between Roy Jones and John Ruiz, weight-wise, it was a big difference. But size, height, length, and reach, like, a lot of that wasn't the biggest part. It's not like Roy Jones fighting someone like Deontay Wilder or Joshua, who's 6'6", 6'7". You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
that is true. Which is crazy though, right? Because all these champions now are like who's the shortest one? Joshua?
Joshua's big. He's 6'6".
And how tall is Wilder?
6'7". There's only an inch between them.
Yeah.
And then Fury's 6'9", right?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
Those are giants.
F.A. Jagba. He's a good fighter.
Yeah. So how tall is he?
I think he's 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah. I mean, these are giants, man. These guys are giants. I mean, for boxing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
100%.
You know, because if you look at most of the weight classes, I mean, 5'10" is big. You know, you look at welterweights, so like 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". You know, 5'11", you know, for maybe middleweights.
6 foot middle, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they're not really big guys. I mean, not really super tall, you know, for the most part, they're average height people, you know what I'm saying? And you look at these
Hashman, you got my email too?
I'm not sure. I got both of you guys' emails.
Okay, the OG Stunner one is mine. Send me your Facebook information and stuff. Maybe we can link up there that way we can continue talking. When I do this again, we can do this again if you want.
Take into consideration the time difference. Yeah, he's got an Instagram.
You guys have Instagram?
Yes.
Yep, I do. Kano Local, same name as here. Kano Local Sports.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll follow you after the stream. Yeah, I'll follow you guys.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, dude. I mostly do art. But me and my brother, we like talking about boxing because we've been watching it since we were kids. So so I decided to hop on and just have a chit chat, man. It's always good to have a round table, get different opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we're new. I'm new to doing this round table stuff, but I want to do it more often because, I mean, the more you do it, the better you get at it. I got to break away from just making regular videos, uploading. That's fine. I do them every day, but this right here, I like to do a little more of, And as you can see, Hashman, I don't mind inviting people that are subscribed on here. It's all love with me.
Yeah, 100%.
So you say so Hashman, you say you are you like a professional fighter or you just train to stay in shape?
What'd you say?
So are you like a professional fighter or do you train just to stay in shape?
No, I'm amateur boxer.
Yeah, also you're amateur boxing. So you're working your way up. Are you gonna make a career out of it?
Yeah. Guys,
well, you gotta make sure. I definitely.
I'm gonna come back in a minute. My stream is a bit lagging now. I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I definitely want to see some of his fights. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. But man, it's fun, man. And I like doing this kind of stuff. It breaks the monotony of just me uploading a video.
Yeah, for sure.
That in somewhere. Regardless of whether it gets a lot of people in here or not. I'm gonna continue to do it because, look, the more we do it, the more better I get at this, and this is what it's all about. I just want to keep progressing. Obviously, I would like to, do better quality uploads and more longer videos. But see, I don't know what my subscribers want. Do they want short videos like I'm doing, or do they want them a little longer, or you know what I mean? I'm not sure. So I'm kind of like still splicing that together until I get some feedback from, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but the more I get, the more feedback they'll give me, whether they want longer videos or keep them the way they are. I like to keep it short to the point, but they might want something different.
Well, I think
you guys hear me?
we can hear you, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, my stream is just lagging.
Guys,
After 10 minutes, it starts to go. My stream. Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Definitely hit me up on.
Yeah, what did you say?
Hit me up on
I didn't hear your
Instagram.
question. What did you say?
I said, okay. So my question was, so you're an amateur. You're an amateur boxer, right? So how far away are you thinking from making your professional debut?
Oh, right now I'm in tournaments and I'm just progressing. I haven't really thought about that, but maybe 3 years.
Maybe 3 years. Okay. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 19.
Oh, you're a kid.
Yep. Well, hey, you definitely got to hit me up on Instagram because I want to keep. Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. Yes. I don't think he can hear us though.
Yeah.
Damn, it's lagging. It's lagging.
Oh man, that's terrible, man. Because I was. Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah. What? It keeps echoing in the background, so I'm not sure if. Yeah. Yeah. So I said I'm gonna turn professional in 3 years. So I got 122, 23.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on you then.
100%, man. Thank you. I'm just like focusing on getting the best in my weight division. I'm not far.
That's right.
And what weight class are you boxing in right now?
What did you say?
I said, what weight class are you in?
Put it on the chat thing, man. What weight class? In case he can't hear us.
Oh my! This stream it keeps free.
Well, it's okay, man. Listen, man. I think we might want to end this here soon anyway.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hit me up on Instagram because I'm gonna end this stream here shortly. I don't know if we can. I mean,
can you guys hear me? Local being the star. Yeah, we can hear you, bud. Kind of local being the star, man.
Nah, we'll do like that. We'll do like this. But yeah, man. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in and stuff, man. Tonight the fight's coming up soon.
Yeah. I got a tournament in February in the London Championship, so I'm looking to become a two-time London champion. So it's my second tour. Yeah,
oh, so that's awesome.
Keep an eye on that, man. Like I said,
it's gonna be 3 or more tours. Yeah, man, 100%.
Yeah, I think 100%. All right, man. I'll see y'all later on tonight if I go on live stream. I don't know yet. And we'll stream for the fight, man. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate Hashman Boxing for joining us. E. Ortiz Arts, my brother, for joining us. Without further ado, Colorado Sports, and I'm out. Bye.
All right, brother.
Wepa.